So,
Oh.
Deconstruction.
What's up, everybody? It's the Deconstruction, Bay Harbor Bitching, with your host Alex and
testicle.
today's episode of Dexter. Anyway, you can find us at
Dexter, no, that works. It's a new one. Are we there yet?
You can find us at hardyconstruction.tumblr.com, youtube.com/hardyconstruction, as well as facebook.com/thehardyconstruction. And the episode today is called what again?
Are we there yet?
Stars Michael C. Hall, Jennifer Carpenter, some lady named Hannah, Dr. Vogel, Vince Masuka, all these other crazy characters. So, Danny, what's this episode about in a nutshell?
Well, the last episode left us off with Cassie being dead, and you think it's Zach.
Cassie being the neighbor, yeah.
Yep, and we thought it was Zach, and
you thought it was Zach. I still say it was the guy she was dating.
Well, I mean, either way, and actually, you know what? Oh wow, it really could be though. He could be the brain surgeon.
Yeah, you think he's the actual brain surgeon? It's funny. They did throw when I saw that that they found Zach's blood under the fingernails of Cassie. I was like, "Fuck, man, I was wrong again." And then later on, we find out that somebody had jimmied the door handle on Zach's
If we
car.
find out that Dr. Vogel ultimately is like
brain surgeon?
the killer, yeah, or something like that, and that this is all like this big thing that she's just doing, like I would be a genius. But no, you could be right about that boyfriend though. He could have specifically dated Cassie because he knows that Dexter lives right there, and stuff like that. You know.
Interesting. Yeah, there's something about him. Although when they were when they first were at the crime scene, and they were like, "Oh, do you think the boyfriend did it?" And then he had a alibi, but I was like, "No." So I was happy
what
when
about the other guy that the brain surgeon that tried to kill Vogel? Who the hell is he then?
the other guy that was killing the women underneath the house.
No, the guy that's breaking the toes and everything. And
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The guy killing the women, him. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He was just a diversionary tactic. He was a red herring. That's what I said.
Yeah, but I mean, who was he in the show? In reference to the show, like
he
the
was just
network?
he was a former patient of Vogel. That's all.
So it's just like a coincidence.
Yeah, everybody she treated was still killing people. So
And she's not a very good doctor. And the guy that they never have broken toes. Any of these people, they're missing.
right,
brains.
that's what you pointed out. I wasn't paying attention to any of that shit. So yeah, I still think that guy she was dating has something to do with it. Although when Quinn was interviewing him, he was like about Zach. He was like, he looks familiar, but I never seen him around. So he could have easily went, yeah, that guy was there, but he didn't. So it was still weird that they called him back in. Do you know what I mean? So Hannah and Dexter are trying to come together after they killed her husband because he was a snake. Nobody's ever a nice guy in this show.
He was the warlock.
He was the warlock. He was going to
He did too much vagina magic.
He was trying to eat another guy's tongue out by kissing him. Or bite another guy's tongue off by kissing him. And they get rid of the body. She talks of the idea of romance is that she...
Isn't there one where he takes a businessman who has these attack dogs and shrinks him down and then his dogs eat him?
What the fuck are you talking about?
In the Warlock movies.
I thought you were talking about in Dexter. I was like, I never saw that episode. What the fuck episode was
Dexter
that?
has mystical powers in the new episode.
That'd be great. Like, he gets struck by lightning the second to last episode, and that's what he gets.
Oh, actually, you know what would be awesome? Is if, like, one time in one random episode there is, like, a quick... like supernatural power he has, but they never reference it again.
And they don't even question it at all. Like, he just points his finger, and you see like the lightning of Odin hit the guy and shit, and then he just keeps walking. I feel like doing that with something now. Just have an established show for 9 years, and then one episode just does that for no reason.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, we see Dexter's trying to get Hannah's paperwork out of the way, giving her a new name so she can move to wherever. He says, "What about Argentina?" And she was like, "Oh, maybe."
What I don't understand is why doesn't Dexter just go with her, start a new life, get out of there?
Because he has his kid here, and I guess it would be
But
too
take the
complicated.
kid.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why didn't he just do that? But he's an idiot.
Even Deb could go with him. I mean, who cares?
I don't know. Well, they try to get Zach in trouble. It was funny because I was reading a review of the episode, and they were right about it. They gave Zach a complete overhaul of character. Because he wasn't like a bratty asshole. He was kind of like funny and actually interesting to watch.
Yeah, he was really funny in points in this episode.
I was watching him and I was like, I was like, holy shit, he would be actually good for like a spinoff. Like if he killed Dexter in the finale and then they just like hunt him around in the new show. Yeah. But of course, by the end of the episode, that was gonna happen.
Yeah, well, maybe.
He put somebody else's brains in his head.
Weekend at Bernie's spinoff. They just like string him up and like his rotting brain is just like falling out of his skull.
It's Dr. Vogel. She puts strings all over and walks around with him. And even though she could technically not call herself a killer because she puts the knife in Zach's hand and like releases like vines and shit or strings that at the right angle and speed
knife or something.
She makes basically who's that inventor that did all those complicated things just to like light a match?
In the Looney Tunes and everything. I don't know what his name is offhand, but, but anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, so they. So Dexter, towards the end of the episode, he makes love to Hannah again. Of course, we don't see Hannah naked. We see Dexter's buttocks, which I was like, why?
But I think this is the first time we've seen Dexter's butt.
I guess so. I thought we had.
It's good that after the whole show, we finally got to see his butt.
Good for you. All I know is that watching. It's funny thinking as a man, you're watching a sex scene, and then you realize all the nudity is the guy's thing. Then you realize how stupid sex scenes are in movies. I was watching. I was like, what's the point of a sex scene? Cause I was like, who cares? But if she was like completely naked, I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty good scene. This brought levity and feeling to the sequence. That's like all the scenes with Angel's sister. But if it's Dexter showing his ass, like, who cares about this? Who needs this? Who needs to see a guy's buttocks going up and down on some girl's thighs? But I
think it added a great twist to the plot.
I thought it was a jarringly bad edit when he comes back to the apartment right after having sex with Hannah, and it just cuts to him automatically opening the door, and it's a horrifying scene. There was like no build up to it. It was just like him walking in, and Zach's there looking like
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, Zach is looking like he's sleeping, but the back of his head is cut out because of the brain surgeon.
You know what's crazy is there's only 4 episodes left.
I know, and I'm looking at him like this kind of seems like a regular season. It doesn't seem like this is the end,
Yeah, well, it started off so fast, and then it slowed down, but
that's what people were complaining about. I mean, well, in the review that I read, that they were like, "Oh, this is the 5th out of the last couple of episodes." And I was like, "Holy shit! Yeah, it is only like fucking 4 episodes left." And
they'll do it. They'll do it. Do you remember season 2 how it ended? Like it all wrapped up in like 2 or 3 episodes.
I think maybe they might do something where. What do you think they'll do? Who do you think is setting up?
I really can't even guess anymore because I'm wrong every time.
Who do you think? Yeah, I know we're pretty bad, but let's do it anyway. Let's have the constant reminder that we're horrible predictors. Who do you think set up Zach with putting the little?
Definitely the brain surgeon.
You think so?
And, yeah, definitely because he kills him. Then he was just fucking with them.
So you don't think it's Cassie's boyfriend, or you think it was?
Well, no, Cassie's boyfriend might be the brain surgeon.
Okay. And
I didn't think of that at all, but then at first, but then he is like this random person that came in their lives, and he knows of Dexter because Dexter was trying to hunt him. So maybe he then decides, okay, well, let me date the girl that lives next to Dexter.
Deborah's deciding to come back to the force, so that'd be interesting. Kind of. No, I think she pulls out the shirt.
No matter what, in the next 4 episodes, they're gonna find out that she killed LaGuerta or something.
Somebody's. I don't think they'll all make it out. Do you think?
I don't know, but they're definitely going to find that she killed LaGuerta. They're definitely going to find that Dexter's a serial killer. They have to.
What if they never do?
I don't know. Well, then something else better happen. I just don't know.
Jamie, the sister, is all broken up because of her friend, Cassie, who we've never seen until that episode. She's waiting for Quinn. Quinn is obviously going to hook up with... What's her face again? Deborah.
Yeah, they showed that in the fucking preview.
Deb's boss is got, I guess, flipped the coin. Why do you think he did that? You think he did that just out of being pissed off at Deborah because she was thinking of quitting? Because she was like, oh, whatever. I think he did it because I don't know why he would do that. Like, what was the point of him doing that?
Well, she said, hey, we should do this, and got all weird about it, and then she started acting all weird and didn't want to do it anymore, so he gets suspicious.
Yeah, and then he just dropped a dime on her as soon as Dexter ran back to get his woman to stay back in Miami. So, what did you think of Deborah confronting Hannah? People forgive each other really well. Like, she tried to poison and kill her. You know what I mean?
Well, she just does. I don't know. I mean, I guess that would be how it would happen in real life.
What?
If you had a brother who was a serial killer and he was in love with this person and you cared about your brother, you wouldn't, maybe.
She should have fucked her up. I was waiting for her to knock her teeth out or something. Just fuck her up.
She should have eaten her out or something.
Well, that would have been a good episode too. Then there's a reason to watch a sex.
Do you think Hannah could be like a Poison Ivy type of villain, like that she, because she's a florist, maybe she can like make trees grow out of the earth and attack people and stuff.
So anyway, I think the next episode they're gonna have something interesting going on. At least, I mean, there's only 4 episodes, so what the fuck can happen? Vince Masuka's daughter. It's kind of, I guess, it was for comedic purpose, but I didn't give a shit about it at all.
I enjoyed it.
Her putting smoke to kill the bad juju in the place, and Captain Morgan there, like an asshole. I don't like Captain Morgan after he sold out.
He's a jerk.
He really is. He's a piece of shit. Whoa, I guess we don't gotta worry about Zach.
Who else uses smoke to kill juju?
What? No, don't do it. Anyway. Don't do it. I already have a horrible joke in my head that maybe you might say, and I don't want you to do it. Anyway, okay. So what's your predictions for the next episodes? The last 4.
I mean, I don't know how they're going to get to the point, but they're definitely going to have to discover who is the brain surgeon officially. I think that Dr. Vogel is going to get exposed as maybe being kind of behind it. Maybe
I think she's going to get killed. Yeah. She has.
But I think she's evil. Maybe I'm not sure.
She's got that book about Dexter. She's writing notes about him. Imagine, when she dies and then somebody reads all those notes about her.
She's like a mastermind or something. And I think that somehow they're gonna find out that LaGuerta was killed by Deb and Dexter. And
maybe she still killed Harry. We'll see. Something about that. Zach's gone. So they don't gotta. This is gonna get Quinn a little bit riled up.
If they reference that thing that Harrison broke, that if they reference that thing that Batista gave of LaGuerta's and they got broken, I'm a genius. Then you'll be
justified.
I'm a genius.
What was that with Quinn when he was at the house trying? He wanted to leave Jamie alone. He said, "Why don't you stay with little man?" He goes, "My name's Harrison." It's like, you gotta watch cartoons. He's still watching that fucking cartoon with the rats.
He's doing the episode 1 Star Wars remake. He's gonna replace Anakin.
Go ahead,
My name's Anakin. Yippee!
I pod racing. Anyway, now this is pod racing. Excuse me. This is pod racing. So, with that, Danny, what's your rating for this episode?
I'm gonna give it an 8.317 out of 10.
What was that rat cartoon Harrison was watching?
Oh yeah, okay, 8.317 out of 10. Finally getting to see Dexter's butt after like years of knowing him, and I've always wondered, what does his butt look like? And now I know.
What was that a cartoon that Harrison was watching with those little rats? What was that? He keeps watching that same cartoon.
Little rats?
Yeah, you don't watch like the stop motion animation of the rats that he keeps watching of mice or something?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
All right, 8 out of 10. I think it must have been French. 8 out of 10, or maybe those Canadian kind of things. 8 out of 10. Having a nice, delicious dinner from an old recipe, and then straight on looking into a laptop full of a woman bludgeoned to death, images of her. So with that,
I also noticed a funny thing, but whatever, I justified in my head. But Dr. Vogel doesn't know that there are guests coming over, yet she has enough food to feed 3 people. 4 people, including herself.
I was almost thinking she was going to poison them all, but...
But then I realized, I sometimes cook in bulk so I could have leftovers, so maybe that was her approach. I don't know.
I almost had an idea that she was going to send Zach out to kill Dexter, but oh well.
Or she's psychic.
Yep. No time traveling angel this episode. Anyway, so Danny, what's the final word?
Testicle again.
The horror deconstruction.